Hello and howdy ho everyone, Foxy Games here, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV full story playthrough. When last we left off, we had finished up the role quests, and I know in the last episode I said that we were going to go and do the level 80 Paladin quest. Well, it turns out we can't yet. We are not far enough in the Shadowbringers story quest to do so, so that means we are just going to continue the main story quest. So, let's see what we can do to help the Chais build this giant Talos. Let's talk to Dulia first. When he asked for my hand, my husband promised that he would one day build a Talos that could take us to the very heavens, and now he'll do it. Well, I bet he regrets making that vow. Have the design ready, she says. In good time, she says. Does she even understand what's involved? Before I can even attempt to design anything, I need intimate knowledge of the land, the knowledge of the locals. Last I heard, no one lives here. That's not true. What? A village of Yulmoran exiles? But those people have every reason to loathe a free citizen like me. I can't possibly be willing to cooperate. Oh, this will never work, never. I never should have fixed that ruddy lift, never should have ridden it up here, never should have. Oh, God. I can't do it. It's impossible. He's freaking out. The gravity of it is finally hitting him. Oh dear, Darling appears to have lost the plot. But he has it in him, Foxy. He's the cleverest man I know. He just wants her confidence sometimes. If you were to give him some words of encouragement, I'm sure he can give you your Talos. A bit of advice I learned from his mother. He responds poorly to obvious praise. You need to find another way to stoke the fires of his motivation. Awaken his sense of daring. Choose words that will best encourage China's. In order to succeed, you must lift his spirits sufficiently during the conversation. Okay. China's is plagued with self-doubt. I can't do it. No one can. A Talos of that size. No one's even dreamed of it. Let's see. Alfredo once struggled to collect firewood. He did? But he's such a capable lad, brimming with confidence. I suppose even the most capable among us have struggles to overcome. He still harbors some misgivings. But regardless of my own feelings, I can't do a damn thing without help from those villagers, and they're not bloody likely to give it. Tristle's among them, you said so yourself. Lest you've forgotten, we essentially sent him to his death. Even if the others don't bear a personal grudge, he would never forgive us. You don't know until you apologize, I'll come with you, or don't worry, he'll forgive you for sure. Or things will improve by themselves, you have to take the first step. That sounds daring, let's say that. I know. Unless we take the first step, there could never be reconciliation. This is a chance for everyone to come together. Even if they hurled stones at me, perhaps it's worth trying to apologize. Still some misgivings. But what then? In the end, it's not even a question of forgiveness. Building such an enormous Talos is impossible, and no amount of contrition will change that. And even if by some miracle the people of Amity were willing to let bygones be bygones, they'd think that the plan is absurd. I think it's absurd. It's less absurd than the change that came to Yulmore. We liberated a castle with a strategy that many would call absurd, or everything you touch turns to gold. No one will doubt your plan. Well, that's the obvious no. Let's see. Let's do the second one. Well, now, to flood the very castle you sought to reclaim. Such a strategy could indeed be considered absurd, yet you succeeded not in spite of, but because of it. Our own strategy may likewise seem absurd, but maybe, just maybe, it stands a better chance of success for it. China's is feeling somewhat optimistic. But be that as it may, there are risks to consider that should the venture fail. Imagine for a moment that we fail to reach Vothri and only succeed in provoking him. In his fury, he may well unleash his hordes of eaters and will meet a horrible end. Then we'll go together, or I'll protect you, I'll protect everyone, or we could build Talos for battle. This is bold, then we'll go together. Oh, that didn't work. Oh, so I can die with you? How very kind of you to offer. But if it's all the same, I'd rather keep on living. He's still feeling somewhat optimistic. How can you remain so optimistic throughout all this? It's downright tiring. Tell me, why did you throw yourself into the midst of such a grueling struggle? To protect those I love, because I live for adventure, or I got roped into it? To protect those I love. Indeed. What else could compel us to face such dangers? I too have someone I wish to protect, with whom I want to live out my days in peace. China's is burning with motivation. Well, I only fucked up once. Yes, yes! By the gods, I can do this! I just need to have a little faith in myself. Right, let's head to Amity and speak with the villagers, with Tristal. My love, things are liable to become more dangerous. I want you to wait for me back in Yulmore. No, wherever you go, I'm going too. Besides, you're not the only one who has to apologize. But there's no telling what may happen out there. I don't know if I can keep you safe. Perhaps this is a bad idea after all. I don't think I have what it takes. Master Chai, that you are beset with doubt is proof that you can envision the task ahead. And that which man can envision he can make reality. Thus did some old friends of mine once say. Even should it be a feat fit for the divine, if something has been done before, then it most assuredly can be done again by our own hands. That's a little idealistic, don't you think? Perhaps, Master Chai, perhaps. But what is man if not an idealistic creature? 'Tis not an easy thing to achieve one's dreams. My friends can attest to that. Countless times did they meet with frustration in the course of their endeavors. None would have found fault with them if they had given up, yet they never did. One step after the next, they forged on towards their goals. And for their determination, they accomplished numerous feats that many believed lay beyond the reach of mankind. Like them, you are a man of science. Amidst your doubts, surely there is a spark of desire. The desire to make the impossible possible. Come, darling. Like the old days, I would be the first to see your Talos. And you shall be, my dear. I would have none other at my side when my greatest masterpiece awakens. Right then, to Amity. Well spoken, Exarch. I'm glad my words struck a chord. Shall we? Only makes me wonder more. Who are you? These friends that he spoke of. Who were they? It only makes this guy seem more mysterious. Hello again, Tristal. You! You have every right to be angry with us, but please listen to what I have to say. I am tasked with delivering these people to Mount Gulg, by means of a Talos of heretofore unseen proportions. However, I cannot do this without the cooperation of those with intimate knowledge of the land. That is, you and your fellow villagers. Cooperation? After you ignored my desperate pleas and cast me out, you have the gall to come here and ask for my cooperation? You have every right to be upset. Valtry's not the one to blame for your suffering. We are. We were free citizens without a care in the world, indifferent to the hardship of others. We didn't know what would become of you, and frankly, we didn't care. But we know now that what we did to you, to full many, was wrong. Terribly wrong. No words will suffice to make amends, but I want you to know that we are deeply sorry. I'm not sure how I feel. Should I forgive you? Hate you? Perhaps it's not even my place to judge. After all, I sought a place in your city. I wanted to be you once. But one thing is clear to me. All of that is in the past, and we mustn't let past wrongs stand in the way of a brighter future. And so, I will cooperate with you. Please see our friends to Mount Gulg. You have my word. I'll set to work on the design at once. Wouldn't do to have nothing to show the others when they return with help. Make no mistake, this venture is unprecedented in the history of Talos building, nay, the history of all mankind. But rest assured, this genius of Daedalus Stoneworks will deliver. As long as you keep your spirits up, friend. Then I know you can do it. Let's see this piece of gear that we got. As soon as everything happens. Ah, wicked white! Is there a problem? Well, you see, I've been promised people to procure the stone as well as imbue magic. When I was put on the spot earlier, I thought that was all we required. But I forgot about one rather important item needed to bring the Talos to life. Ah, it's that magic stone for the heart. That's right, the heart! I'm pleased to see you have some familiarity with Talos. So while I work on the design, I'd be much obliged if you could see to procuring the ore with which to fashion a heart. A heart suitable of bringing to life a Talos that shall embrace the very firmament. It's gonna have to be a big leonine stone, or something similar. Let's see what this piece of gear is all about. Oh. That is not at all what I was expecting. But I guess seeing as it's dwarven gear, it makes sense. My goodness. That is beard armor. Huh. I'm glad Tristel was willing to lend us an ear. It's but a small step, but I pray that this will pave the way for reconciliation. Ideally, a Talos heart should be made from ore found in the selfsame region as the stone for his chassis. Let's see what Tristel can tell us. A quest for the Talos' heart. This presents an unexpected opportunity. Does it? For what, I wonder? If you seek material for the Talos' heart, I know people who may be able to assist. They're the Thulls, a dwarven family that have long mined this land. No one knows its bounty as well as they. If you explain your situation, I'm sure they'd be willing to cooperate. Indeed, 'twas one of them who showed me the secret tunnel to the top of the cliff. You will find the Thulls at their village to the northwest in a place called Tomra. When you arrive, seek an audience with Chief Zamat, and do not forget to greet him with a hearty lally-ho. Permit me to join you, Foxy. I would keep my joints limber, and mayhap I can provide some manner of assistance. I'll leave the heart to you two, then. The variety of ore doesn't matter, so long as it's rich with ether. It's not what we were told before, but alright. I'll aim to have my design complete by your return. Alright, well, luckily we already have the Aetheryte to Tomra unlocked, so we're gonna go straight there. Ah, here's the Exarch. So this is Tomra. Seldom do we see the dwarven folk at the Crystarium. To now be in the presence of so many. I shall enjoy not having to crane my neck for a change. Lally-ho! What did you just call me? No, lally-ho. Come on, Exarch. Lally-ho. Ah, rousing greeting. You've clearly been practicing. Any road, now that we've observed common courtesy, who are you and what are you doing here? At the recommendation of the denizens of Amity, we have come to seek the aid of the Thol family. May we speak with Chief Zammot? Why, yes, you may. I am Zammot, and I bid you welcome to Tomra. If it's the folk of Amity what sent you here, you must have quite a tale to tell. Come, let's hear it. Well, well, and there I thought those below had no fight left in them. Having said that, it's not like we know how to deal with that floating volcano and all them sin-eaters neither. If you're serious about restoring peace to these parts, though, we'll gladly lend you a hand. However, the kind of ore you seek's precious to us, too. If I let you have it only for you to bungle things up and squander it, like, no amount of ale will wash away my chagrin. First, I need to make sure you're worthy, by means of a trial. Aye, a trial most tricksy, passed down through the line of Thol. And what is this trial? Come with me and I'll tell you all. Dwarves. Well, we don't have much of a choice. What could this trial be? Listen well. As you know, we're a mining folk, and in the mining life, danger's a constant companion. So when we come of age, each of us must prove our readiness to take to the mines. This we do by undertaking a trial which tests the 3 traits of all good miners that can't do without. Discernment, diligence, and dexterity. We call it 3D Mine Runner. Is this a reference? Now, look on my helm. Mark its features well. You'll be given a slingshot, which you must use to shoot dwarves as wear helms what are different. Okay. I've already made necessary arrangements. When you're ready to take the trial, report to the observer nearby. Best of luck to you. Alright, so he's got a greenish helm with feathers on it. Well, I am pleased that the trial isn't needlessly dangerous, but the dwarves who are our targets may beg to differ. Would you care to do the honors, my friend? It scarce needs to be said, but you are best suited of the 2 of us. Well, sure, I'll slingshot some dwarven helmets, apparently. Man, the dwarves do love their helmets. Laddie-ho! You must be the challenger the chief mentioned. I'll show you to the rooftop at once. As I'm sure you've been told, in 3D Mine Runner you use a slingshot to shoot them as wearing the wrong helm. Let's begin with a spot of practice, eh? Search for the dwarf wearing the wrong type of helm. Of course, it's the sniping minigame. Can I shoot the Exarch? Ugh, I would thank you not to shoot me. I'm sorry, Exarch. Nice shooting. Keep it up in the actual trial, eh? I'm sorry, Exarch, I had to see. Aye, that's the way. Next time it's the trial for true. Let me know when you're ready, eh? Yeah, let's just do it. Ready for the trial? Right this way then. This time there'll be them as wear the right helm. You shoot them, you fail, so you look carefully before you let the stone fly. Yes, yes. So we gotta shoot the red ones.
Oh, I missed! Oh, I missed!
What? He was too quick. What, do I just have unlimited time? Well done! A fine show of discernment and dexterity. And they make it hard to fail. Well done, well done. The trial never lies. You've got what it takes to be a miner. Run along back to the chief now and get on with putting an end to all this strangeness of late. Yeah, next time I won't shoot you, Exarch. Does he comment about that? Welcome back, Foxy. Though such a trial must be as a relaxing diversion compared to your usual endeavors, it was still an impressive display. No comment about getting shot. Okay. That was some impressive shooting, lass. Consider me satisfied. I just plain you didn't come this far with luck alone, so I'll place my faith in you and help you find the ore that you seek. Great. And we get new pants. Always love some new pants. That we probably won't be able to see. Nope. But that's okay. Did you know that Kalusia's rich in sulfur? Well, it is. We've been mining the stuff since ancient times. And every so often, the self-same veins yield what's called Earthseed, a rare ore steeped in magic. Time was we used to refine Earthseed for this and that, but the technique's been lost. The stuff's still out there to be had, though, provided you know where to look, and no place is surer than Durgar's tool. Problem is, the site's occupied by our age-old rivals, the Gulgs. Greedy sods claim the place is theirs and refuse to let any other bugger near. Oh, there never was a more odious lot than them Gulgs. I could go on forever about those hornless whoresons, but then we'd be here forever, and that won't get us nowhere. What it boils down to is this. If you want the Earthseed, you've got to deal with the Gulgs. Reckon you're up to the challenge? We have dealt with far worse. I'm sure we can find a way to obtain what we need. That's the spirit. Now to help you find your way, I'll have one of ours go with you. I'll do it. I'll go with them. You, Korot? I couldn't help overhearing. I knew the Eaters had flocked to Mount Gulg, but I didn't know why. To think the last Light Warden's hiding up there. The fate of Kalusia, no, the world hangs in the balance. If I can be of some help, then I want to do my part. Your zeal is commendable, lad, but it isn't so simple. And yes, before I go on, I do realize I give every dwarf the same voice. I don't think I'm capable of making two different voices like that. This here's Korot. Young as he is, he's one of the village's finest miners. The lad's got an uncanny sense of where to dig, and his aim with a pickaxe is as true as any dwarf's. But put him in the thick of battle and he couldn't hit the side of a minecart if he was sitting in it. If all he needed to do was dig, he'd be your dwarf, but he's liable to become a sin-eater's breakfast before he can even manage a swing. It's true, I'm hopeless in a fight. But I still want to try. Please, please let me go with you. I can take care of you. You take care of the ore. Oh, thank you so much. I'll try my best not to be a burden. If you want to take Korot, far be it from me to stop you. Keep him safe, though, will you? We will most assuredly encounter sin eaters along the way. Though with you in our company, they will be more a spectacle than a concern. God, the flattery never ends with this guy. I do wonder how he knows us so well, though. See to your preparations, my friend. We will depart as soon as you are ready. Seriously, though, take care of Korat. Lad's weaker than a pint of piss water. Oof. Well, alright. The Durgar's tool lies in a cave to the east. I'm ready when you are. I remember, if this is the same quest that I'm thinking of, I remember this being annoying. Yep, it's the one. We'll keep to the road and head east. I'm in your hands. Let's go with my pickaxe sword. It seems we have a fair distance to cover. Be on your guard for sin eaters. Ah, sin eaters! Speak of the devils. Foxy, the one on the left is yours. I remember when I played through this on my main, the Exarch got himself killed. Like an idiot. And there was nothing I could have done to stop it, because I was a DPS with no healing abilities at all. Amazing! You two are really strong! It may interest you to know that Foxy is a great hero in the land whence she hails. Some would say the greatest. Come, let us keep moving. Really? Oh, you must have some stories to tell, Foxy. That she does. Tales to impress and inspire you in turn. By all means, have her regale you with with a few once our work is done. I can't wait. Thanks for volunteering me, dude. Ah, more of them! Stay behind us, Korat. Oh, just let me handle the tanking. Oh god, here comes another one. Foxy, focus on the enemy. I'll protect our charge. Come on, you. Hey. Come here. It's just focused in on him. Phew. I don't know much about fighting, but you two make a great team. Foxy is a team unto herself. I merely follow her lead. Again with the flattery. Well, it looks like you've been doing this for years to me. Is that so? I shall take that as a compliment. Are you getting bashful, Exarch? Did I say the wrong thing? No, I dare say you said the right thing. Not at all. Your words are most heartening indeed. I feel like a young man again. You talk as if you're old. How long have the two of you known each other anyway? Well... a short time, really. Ah, there's even more of them! This is too close to Amity for comfort. Let us finish them quickly and move on. Concentrate on the ones going for Korat. I will see to the rest. Oh, no, you won't. I'm not doing this quest over. Also, you're kind of cool. I want to keep you safe. Yes, keep me healed. That's all you need to do, Exarch. Oh god. Oh yeah. Hurry, this way! Hurry up and heal yourself, Exarch. How much farther to the cave? Not far. It's just past this rise. Ah, I believe I see it. Oh yeah, it's pretty obvious. Oh boy. Ah! Again! It appears we are surrounded. Oh boy. Fortunately, I have a little trick for such occasions. Foxy, draw them in! Become blazing stars and smite my foes! Ah, 'tis done. Let us press on. Very nice. Right. Come on, then. Ah! Just as we were about to get there. One last push, then, shall we, Foxy? Let's do it, friend. Ah, Crystal Tower music. I do love Circus Towers music. Let's do it, Exarch. I will shield Korat. Give the Eaters everything you have. With pleasure. Just don't forget to keep yourself healed. This is way easier as a tank. I will ward off the attack. Stand with Korat, Foxy. Not good. Quickly, spread out! God, this is such an awesome theme to have for this fight. Down it goes. Uh-oh. Ah, it's massive! No, Exarch. Oh shit. Korat, to me! Hey, he rescued him. It appears a commotion drew out this one. Foxy, bring all to bear. Not now. Oh boy. Ow. I think not. Your tale will not end here. This guy knows all kinds of crazy magic. Almost. Alright, we did it. 'Twas a near thing in the end, but what matters is that we pulled through. Well fought, my friend. Yeah, you saved my ass. We're alive! We're alive! Let's hurry inside before any more Sin Eaters come. Indeed. Right, follow me, please. I'll take you to Dagar's Tool, where the purest sulfur in the land may be found. I only assume it's going to be guarded by people who don't particularly want us to take it. Wow, look at this place. Bet it smells awful. Where are they now? If the terrain and stench are any indication, we are at the Tool. Ah, there! Oh, these guys. The Gulgs with their ugly, unkempt beards. If they realize we're here, they'll come after us. Best to take them down first. Be not so hasty, Korrit. The animosity between your two clans notwithstanding, I would not resort to violence unless necessary. I will use an enchantment to render you invisible. It will not fool Sin Eaters, but it will suffice to hide you from the eyes of men. While you are thus concealed, do you think you could find us the Earthseed? Aye, I'll dig out the choicest stuff there is. You would be much obliged. Without further ado, then. Ha! I could see straight through me. Alright, a dig and we will go. Let us not be idle either. Though Korrit cannot be seen, he may still be heard. I would aid him by removing some few Gulgs from the field. To that end... Dream Powder. As you may recall, we used it for the rescue mission at Laxon Loft. We used it in Yulmore too. Truly, it seems our alchemists got a little carried away with the latest batch. But if it has been useful in our endeavors, then I have no cause to complain. Now then, I shall make you invisible as well, that you might steal close to the dwarves and give them a dose of dream powder. Even should it fail to put them to sleep outright, it should render them drowsy enough to seek their beds. Say the word and I will cast the enchantment. Let's have it, Exarch. Ready to begin? Very good. Should the enchantment fade before you finish tending to all the dwarves, return to me and I will cast it anew. Let's go. Quickly, quickly. Got those things there, they look fucking awesome. I love some of the enemy design. Hey, there's an ether current in there. Ugh, I can barely keep my eyes open. Time to call it a day. Oh, drowsy. Not safe to work when drowsy. Better get some rest. All work and no ale makes something a something, and I'm spent. 90-night, dwarves. Oh, the dwarves have taken their leave. Good work, my friend. We've done all that we can. Let us await Koret's return. I'm back! This is the purest stuff there is. Think it's enough, or shall I go and dig up some more? I dare say it will suffice for our purposes. You have our gratitude, Koret. Let us carry this back to... Oh dear. Are you alright? Worry not, I shall be fine. Long as I have been away from the Crystarium, a little weakness is to be expected. I may have also overexerted myself in the moment. To have this rare opportunity, yet be unable to enjoy it to the full. Who goes there? That's Gulg, chief of the Gulgs. You're one of the thralls. I see. Word was our miners were coming back drowsy one after the next. I immediately suspected foul play. And what should I find here but thrall scum skulking about? It's a spineless act befitting your limp beards. What? I won't stand for that insult. Our beards are soft and luscious and smell like freshly tapped ale. Gulg beards are dry and crusty and smell like a knocker's ass. Impudent whelp. Better a hobgoblin's nose hairs than feeble floppy things you thralls have hanging from your faces. Like oil and water, this is not like to end of its own accord. Foxy, do you perchance have any dream powder left? Oh, yes, I do, and not to put an end to this. But this is going to need to get interesting. No. Let's be serious. Then let us put it to use and be on our way, though something tells me we've not seen the last of their bickering. What the swiveling? Forgive me, Koret, but we need you to be calm as well. Oh, I'm sorry. It's just when it comes to the gods, I just can't help but see red. You needn't apologize, my friend. You are here on our account, and we have naught but gratitude for you. Now that we have what we came for, however, it is time to take our leave. The Talos awaits its heart. Indeed it does. I'm glad I could be of help. If you need any more Earthseed, just let me know. And he's just snoring away. Well, my friend, much as I've enjoyed our time together, I think it best we split up, that we might accomplish our tasks more swiftly. I shall see the Earthseed safely into the hands of Chai-Nuz. While I am thus employed, would you be so good as to deliver Koret back to Tomra? My thanks, Foxy. Brief though it was, 'twas an honor to go adventuring with you. I shall see you back in Amity. Leave the Earthseed to me, my friend, and see Koret safely back to Tomra. While you were there, a word of thanks to Chief Zamet would not go astray. Of course. Anything else to find over here? No. Our next ether current is down to the south. We'll be getting that soon-ish. So let's head back to Tomra. I do believe we have an ether current quest to get there as well. So let's go and speak with... There's a couple. Let's see what this does. This is not an ether current quest. I believe that's the dwarf beast tribe quest. So let's speak with Beat over here, who will give us an ether current. Well, scuff my helm if it ain't that traveler we've been hearing about, and the elders had more than a few things to say. I'd best be giving you a proper welcome then, eh? Lally-ho! Lally-ho. Now that's what I like to see, a lally-ho straight from the heart. I only wish my own boy would put a bit more effort into all his lallies and his hoes. He's always been busy fiddling with his damn automata, no time for swapping words with the folk of flesh and blood. But every dwarf knows that a lally-ho gets a lally-ho, or you're asking to become an outcast. My mother does worry, she does. You're a woman? Jesus, I can't tell. And that's only the half of it. I know it's just a stage all lads go through, but the little bugger has to argue with every word I say. Oh, I just had the most clever idea. He'll not listen to me or the other villagers, but maybe, just maybe, curiosity for a stranger will win out over that sour attitude of his. Worth a try, don't you think? Please befriend my son Ronit. Just get him used to giving a proper greeting, that's all I ask. And I tell you, he really is a marvel with automata. If you end up going and getting along, he might even show you a few of his stranger contraptions. Makes me wonder if machinists get a little more dialogue out of him. Doubtful, but maybe. Alright, we will speak with the chief shortly. We're gonna go ahead and do this quest first. Odd. I swear I was just holding it. What are you staring at, eh? Clear off. Ronit! Look, we've got a visitor. Why don't you say hello? What are you then? What? You got something to say to me? Lally-ho, hi-ho, or rally-ho. Interesting note, in some earlier Final Fantasy games, Final Fantasy IX to my knowledge, at least, Lally-ho was actually mistranslated to rally-ho, so you wouldn't be remiss for choosing that, if that was the only one you're familiar with. But I know the dwarves, and I know they love a good lally-ho. Oh, you know our greeting. Huh. Lally... Oh, Ronit, my lad, you can do better than that. Head up, eyes front. No need to be shy. I'm not being shy, I'm stoic. Yes, dear, if you say so. Now, Ronit, is everything else alright? You seem to be looking for something. Oh, no, it's just... I mean, I sorta... lost my hammer. You what? Of all the irresponsible, careless, foolish... Ronit's hammer's been in the family for generations. It's a priceless heirloom that once belonged to Watts, the blacksmith of legend himself. Well, what are you standing around for, boy? Find that hammer! We will do what we can to help. Right, why don't you have a chat with some villagers for me and ask if they've seen Ronit's hammer? Just remember your dwarven manners and all will be well. How do you lose something so important? Well, who knows. He is just a kid. Let's see, who do we speak to? You. You want words with me, then? Of course, with a good lally-ho. Oh, that's a fine lally-ho you've got there, lass. I like you. Ronit? Ah, that sulky sprout's lost old Watts' hammer, has he? Well, lucky for him, I believe yon gentle dwarf picked it up. It's time I was getting back to work then. Good day to you, stranger. My throat's gonna be sore doing this accent by the end of the day. Yonder gentle dwarf. Well, I guess he's over this way. This way must be yonder, then. Here we go. Timid towns dwarf. You're talking to me? Yes, with a fine lally-ho to you. Oh, is this a perfect lally-ho? You're no ordinary traveler, I see. The hammer I picked up. I reckon I would hand it over to the elder for safekeeping. You're saying it belongs to young Ronit? Well, he can be a touch shouty, that boy. Do you think you could take it back to him for me? That's my part done, then. Very timid. Well now, what's that you got there? Huh? Why are you still here? What's hammer? Although technically Ronit's hammer, this priceless family heirloom once belonged to Watts, the legendary dwarven blacksmith. Wait, this is my hammer! Well, would you look at that? You see Ronit? Give the right and proper greeting and folk will be glad to share a bit of kindness. Could be that you have a thing or two to learn from Foxy here. Huh? Are you lecturing me again? Well, maybe you're not such a bad sort. I'll just put the hammer in a safe place somewhere. I mean to be a famous smithy myself one day, so I'd best not lose it again. I'll leave you to it then. I know my boy's not the easiest to get along with, Foxy, but he sure could use a friend like you. I don't need a friend. I don't need anyone. Wait, we're not going to be friends, understand? But you can stay around a little longer, if you want. So now what? So now, do you have another quest for me? It doesn't give me an ether current. Let me check on this quest. Okay, we have to do these quests. Don't ask questions, we just have to. You're staying around then. Not that I care. But since you're here, though, I might as well show you one of my favorite automata. I present to you, the invincible, the unstoppable, Megasonic Frog Boy. Oh dear. He might not look much different to the other models, but I've upgraded him with some new features I invented. Behold! Lally-ho! Lally-ho. Ugh, you only need one la. You only need one la. Well, pretty amazing, huh? I mean, for a kid? Hey, what's that look for? Oh, I see. You're thinking he can greet some overgrown toy just fine, but he's too scared to talk to actual people. You just don't understand me. You just don't understand me. Oh my god. I got bigger things to worry about than minding my manners. You helped me out with my stuff, though, and maybe I'll forgive you for underestimating me. Just this one time, though. So I need you to take this coat to Zemot. She's one of the village elders, and her automaton is due for some fuel. Well, okay then. I guess if we're being nice. Oh, they all have frog bots, apparently. Lally-ho! You must be the visitor Zemot was talking about. What could this old lady do for you? Oh, on a little errand for Ronit, are you? That's nice. I can't get around like I used to, what with this bent back of mine. Would you mind feeding that coal straight into the diligent spirit there? Oh, he did say coal, didn't he? I thought he said coat. Huh. Cobalt coal. Oh, interesting. There's a blue streaked coal, served as fuel for various dwarven contraptions. Poured the lot in then, have you? Thank you, dear. You're as kind as our Ronit. When he heard how my back was giving me trouble, that fine young lad went and hammered together my oddly named helper here. Hardly a day goes by when he doesn't stop past to see it's working properly. Aye, he's a surly boy, but his heart's in the right place. It's just a pity he handles his failures with frustration. If he persevered with his greetings instead of lashing out, I'm sure he'd be capable of a lovely lally-ho. Actually, I'm surprised he even asked you to bring me my fuel. I've never known him to do that before, not with anyone. I have a feeling you'll be the one to get through to him last, so be patient if you can. Thank you again for the delivery. I know all about responding to failures with frustration. That's why I'm not as good of an artist as I wish I could be. He delivered the coal to Zemmet then? Wait, she didn't say anything strange about me, did she? Anyway, thanks for the help. Maybe you and I can be friends after all. Maybe, I said. Of course. Alright. We've got a couple more things to do for little Ronit over here. Oh, so, this means we're friends now, right? That it does. That's good then. It's just, I've never had a friend before. I'm not sure where to go from here. I was wondering though, why did my mother bring you to see me? Was it all her idea? Is that why you're being so nice to me? I guess even if it was true, you're no less of a good sort for agreeing to it. I know my mother worries about me being alone all the time, but I can't even talk to her without getting defensive. How can she expect me to get along with anyone else? You've met lots of folk in your travels, haven't you? If you've some tricks to help me talk to the other villagers, I'd like to hear them. You know, this might be the longest conversation I've had in a good while. It must be because we're friends now, eh? A dwarf needs a good lally-ho. Aye, in that case, I will need your help after all. I don't think I could stand to have anyone else watching over me. You do have one of the best lally-hos I've seen, so with you guiding me, maybe I've got a chance to improve. But I can't skip straight to greeting people, and spending time on my automata is what caused me problems in the first place. No, my only option now is monsters, preferably one that's shaped like a person. That's a huge leap of logic. Come on then, I'm off to find me a practice partner. That is a huge leap in logic, my god. Okay. Oh my god, why such a long run? Why? My god. Is this thing gonna leave me alone? Good, okay. He wants to talk to this Talos. That touchy lad here should do the trick. As long as I don't make myself a threat, he shouldn't have a reason to attack us. Hey, you there, two legs! Look at me when I'm talking to you. Wait, that's not right. The greeting. Gotta practice the greeting. Lally... Lally... my hands are shaking. Lally... Hey, you big lump of useless golem garbage! Oops. Uh-oh. I didn't mean it. I take back that garbage bit. It wasn't part of the plan. You idiot. First of all, that's not a lally-ho. Second of all, I didn't think Talos could be offended. Maybe that's why they're malfunctioning. Oh dear. Come on, Ludos. Come out to play. You okay, kid? I'm sorry, I made a mess of things. Damn it, onto the deepest mine shaft. Why? Why can't I do it? I'm a bloody dwarf, ain't I? Oh boy. Roommate has fled in his frustration. Perhaps he needs a friend to rally his spirits. Well, as soon as I can find him again. How are you doing? Are you killing that thing just fine? Yeah, you're good. You guys tired of this music yet? It's kind of become numbing a bit. Just a little bit. But I do like this one. It's better than that one fucking thing in, the locks. I'll never be a proper dwarf. Ah, sure you will. You just need one good lally-ho and you'll be confident. You came after me. You really are a kind soul, ain't you? And I'm still kind of a prickly sort, but I do dream of helping the other villagers with my smithing skills. Just like the great Watts did. It's just that I spent my whole life tinkering with automata instead of learning how to speak with the folk. I've always been awkward. And that got worse when I realized people were avoiding me. It made me angry, made me throw up walls and shut others out. And it wasn't long before no one would come anywhere near me. Soon you'll have to leave too, and then I'll be all alone again. You're overthinking the greeting. Just put your heart into it, or there are people out there willing to give you a chance. Let's say that. That's his big concern, isn't it? You're still trying to help me? I suppose I could give it another try. A clumsy lally-ho might be better than no lally-ho at all. Right, my mind's made up. I can do this. Be the dwarf I need to be. You'll be there with me though, right? Of course. And as you can see, our reward is an emote. Lally-ho. And I feel like I need this emote. First of all, fuck you for interrupting me. You big stony prick. I am going to turn you into gravel, which I will then put in my cat box. And the cat will piss and shit on the gravel, and it'll be very embarrassing for you. And you'll wish you never did this. So, have fun with that. Anyway. I'm ready. Are you ready? I'm going back to that village to give him my best lally-ho. You are coming with me, aren't you? Good. I'll start with one of the friendlier folks. Here we go. Alright, let's give him a good lally-ho. God, I have said lally-ho more times in this video than I think I ever have in my entire life. Lally. Even hobgoblins don't eat. Are you mad at me or something? Oh dear. I can't give up yet. Maybe someone quieter. Gently now. Oh, he's going for the timid one, isn't he? He's gonna scare that poor dwarf. What do you want with me? Lally, wait, eek! I gave it back, Ronit. I swear I don't have your hammer. Oh dear. My nerves keep getting the best of me. Maybe I should just stick to automata. No! I can do this. I'll not let you down after all you've done for me. Come on, how about that kindly old lady you're always helping? That's what I thought. Yes, dear? Hello, young Ronit. Was there something you needed? Lally... Be the dwarf you want to be. Lally ho. Lally ho! Lally ho! Now there's what I call a greeting, dear. Well done. I've never heard a lally ho like that before, Ronit. You damn near knocked me off my feet. I almost thought you were going to strike old Semet there. How ridiculous. Our Ronit would never do such a thing. He's a bit excitable, I'll grant you, but those angry words don't speak for his sweetheart. Who do you think dreamed up and built my helpful automaton here? It's even strong enough to carry me should I need it. Now, Ronit, you've shown what you can do. How about you give a nice greeting to these good folk as well? Lally ho! Lally ho, Ronit. Ronit, rather. I fear I may have misjudged you. Lally ho! Ah, a good greeting is so reassuring, and here I thought you didn't like me. Nor me. If you've the time, I'd like to see the plans for that helper you built. An automaton strong enough to carry a full-grown dwarf. Incredible. Of course I don't dislike any of you, and I'd be glad to share how I built my inventions. That's a promise then. I'll be seeing you on it. I can't believe it. Good for you, dear. I think a little gratitude towards your friend here might be in order, Now, if you'll excuse me, this old lady has things to do and nary enough time to do them in. Did you see that? I greeted people properly, and they greeted me back. Folk would have talked to me for the first time in my life, and it's all thanks to you. Oh, you have to come and meet my mother again so I can introduce her to my friend. Gladly. I've never felt so happy. Oh, hello you two. Lally ho. Lally ho! Well, polish my helm and shine my horns. Ronnie, you've learned to give a proper greeting. Nothing to it. I had a little help from a friend, though. Well, well, well. What did I tell you, eh? I knew you'd be a good influence on my Ronit. You've done for him what his own mother couldn't, and for that I'm deeply thankful. I never thought I'd see the day. Aye, it's the oddest thing. After I'd managed the first lally-ho, the next one came easier, and now I never want to stop. Well, I'm guessing you've got places to be. Just be sure to come back and visit sometime. Not that I'll be lonely or anything. See you soon, Foxy. And now, we can give our own lally-ho. Is it just as simple as... can I shorten it? Nope. There we go. Lovely. I don't even have that emote on my main. I got 2 other quests here. Running to the rescue. What the hell is that quest? Alright, well, as far as I can tell, that quest doesn't earn any rewards, so we're gonna leave it alone. In the meantime, we need to continue with the main story. Speaking of, Korrit is back. Phew! Not a single brush with death. Thanks for coming back with me. Lally-ho! Glad you're back and in one piece. How did you fare with the Earthseed then? I got them all they needed. The Exarch's on his way to Amity with it now. Good to hear that young Korrit was of help. As it happens, a few others came forward while you were gone saying they wanted to do their bit as well. Given that you're building a Talos, we reckon you'd be needing some mining tools, so we went and modified our spare pickaxes for use by bigger folk. Here, take these with you. Should be plenty to go around. From what our scouts tell me, there's a crowd gathered at Top Rung already. Go and see that everyone has a pickaxe to swing, eh? Lovely stuff. Everybody's coming together. And it's just what we wanted to see in this world. I am going to make sure there are no other... what the hell are they called? No other Ether Current quests here. It does not appear to be. I will just look at this quest here, though I'm pretty sure it does not do one. It does not. Okay. Maybe we'll come back one day and do this quest, because Ronit's kind of an endearing character. I don't hate him. Anyway, let's get back to the Top Rung and see what we can do. Hey, look at all these people. We've got a lot of people to talk to. Hey, Kaishir. Alphino came and rounded us all up. It's funny, I used to be afraid of Yulmorans, yet here we all are. Oh god. No few free citizens wanted to help, but years of leisure meant that most were in no condition to contribute. Instead, they sent their fervent hopes for our success. Did you doubt that we'd be back for more? We've got motivation to spare. As if restoring the ladder weren't enough of a task, you're trying to build a giant Talos. I love it! These people are real passionate. Hey, there's an Amaro here. That's cool. Looks like a Crystarium guard. Thaf, Magnus, and Jarek are here. Foxy, good to see you again. How have you been keeping? There I was thinking you had come up with the stupidest plan known to man, when I find you've managed to drag old Chine Nuz into it. Once the job's done, I'll have to go and give the lazy sod a good heckling. A giant Talos? Can such a thing be done? Oh, be still my beating heart. That's right, this guy loves machines. Nobody else around here. Let's talk to Ron. Worms, get your worms! They're the best you'll taste this side of Brightcliff. Live and juicy or cured and crunchy, there is something for everyone. Oh, gross. Hamarang delicacies. Alice came looking for willing workers, so here I am. Hey, even the Vera are here. That's awesome. Or the Vis. I think they're called the Vis in this world. Ah, Foxy, you have come at a good time. Look, Foxy, people from all over have come to help us quarry stone. This isn't even all of them. As we speak, the volunteers Thancred and Reen recruited are being escorted to the worksite, and by both Crystarium and Yulmoran soldiers, no less. So as you can see, we have plenty of hands. There's just one problem. We don't have enough tools to put in them. We've been desperately trying to round up more, but we haven't had much luck so far. Well, I've come bearing gifts. Pickaxes from the dwarves? Trust you to have exactly what we need, exactly when we need it. Well, what are you waiting for? Go and hand them out to everyone so they can get to work. Oh yes. Magnus! Good to see you, friend. We've come, Foxy. In case you're wondering, Guthjon is here too. Couldn't wait to start breaking rocks, though, so he's gone on ahead. He could have at least left us a spare set of tools. That's okay. Dwarven pickaxe. Durable pickaxe is crafted by the Thulls, adapted for use by bigger folk. Ah, wonderful. Now we can be about it too. Quarrying isn't exactly my stock in trade, but this time I feel as though my wife will be with me, guiding my hand. So let's make it happen. Let's build a world where everyone can live without fear, where everyone has a place they can go home to. Right then, let's be on our way. What are you still doing here, Thaf? I thought you'd brought your own tools. I did. I was just about to head off when I saw Jarek. Oh gods, oh gods. If this plan works and the giant Talos comes to life. Just imagine the size of the trolley it could push! Imagine it! Oh god. Are you still raving on about that? How many times do I have to tell you that's not what the Talos is for? Where in the hells would the tracks even go? There's bound to be somewhere, we just need a little imagination. Seeing as the stoneworks is involved, we could have the trolley added to the design. Enough! We're going to work. And if I hear any more about trolleys from you, I'll have you pushing one yourself. Well, everybody's excited. That's good to see. Kaishir. We're ready to do our bit, Foxy. We just need tools to do it with. Say no more. Pickaxes, loads of them. No, we only all work to our heart's content. Man, she's gonna be working in that dress. While I don't have many talents, I do have a strong back, and what strength I have, I'll gladly use for the sake of peace. We got the ladder moving again, didn't we? If we join hands, there's no Talos we can't build. I still haven't repaid you and Alphino for saving me. I'm not sure I ever could. But that ain't gonna stop me trying. I'm with you to the end. Come on, you lot. Look lively. I rather like this scene. It's just bringing together all the people that you've helped and made friends with. Long time no see, traveler. Are you waiting to be issued a pickaxe too? I'm waiting to issue some pickaxes, as a matter of fact. Oh, you clearly weren't, and now neither are we. Rest assured we will put these to good use and work very, very hard. Of course, one cannot work on an empty stomach, which is why I brought some tasty worms to share. Ugh. As much as we'd all enjoy a treat, perhaps the worms are best saved for afterwards. Yeah, we want these people to be able to work. Greetings, Foxy. You may not remember me, but I'm one of the carers from the inn at Journey's Head. After night returned to Amarang, we noticed a change in our patients. The transformation had halted in every one of them. I can't express what it did to the mood of the place. We were still celebrating days later when who should come along but Alice. She said she had sought the aid of those who believed in the Warrior of Darkness. We all answered her call right then and there. Of course, some few carers had to remain behind, but as many of us came as could be spared. I too have great respect for the Warrior of Darkness. When we meet, I'll be sure to treat them to a nice plump worm. Maybe not. I've had enough worms, thank you. Oh boy. Hey, Alphino. Everything seems to be in order here. In all my time in this world, I do not ever recall seeing so many optimistic faces. My thanks, Foxy. With that, everyone is now equipped to work. I think I'll go and join the soldiers standing guard over the volunteers. It would be a shame if they would fall prey to sin eaters after all the trouble we've gone to. Right. Let us see this plan as a resounding success, for the sake of all in Norvrant. And you know, we just might be able to do it. Well, my friend, it appears we're the only ones left here. If you've no other pressing tasks, would you care to accompany me to Amity? There Y'shtola is overseeing those who would imbue the Talos with magics. Come, let us join them at once. Let us do just that. All proceeds smoothly here, and everyone is being moved into position. The moment of truth is nigh. Pleased am I to say that I was able to call upon a sizable contingent from the Crystarium Guard, Captain Lena herself among them. Not only do they stand watch over civilians, when the time cometh, they too shall pour their magics into the Talos. Lovely. If the stone is laid out in this manner, the imbuing should begin... Ah, yes, here. Runar is here, too. Nice, some Crystarium guards, Tristle's over there. Let's see what he has to say. I've been so frightened for so long. Is there anything I can do for you and yours? If there's anything I can do for you and yours, just say the word. I think we've got everything pretty much covered. I mean, look at all these volunteers. Foxy, it does me well to see you again. When Master Matoya told us of the undertaking, we struggled to comprehend the enormity of it. Nonetheless, we have complete faith in you and yours. All that is within our power, the Knights Blessed will do, and as you can see by the presence of their people, Fano is of the same mind. I wonder if another one of our friends is hiding around here anywhere. One whose name begins with E and ends in Mitselk. Does not seem to be. If he's watching, he's doing so from the shadows. How about the Crystarium guards? Let the Eaters come. We'll keep everyone safe. Lovely. Ah, good of you to join us. I'm pleased to say we have gathered ample help for the imbuing. With Master Chai in the process of finalizing his design, I have taken the liberty of dispatching all hands to their positions. You hurtle along as though I have my house in order, but quite frankly, this is the most disorganized mess of a project I've ever overseen, and I haven't spent nearly as much time as I would like on my calculations. So thou hast proclaimed loudly and frequently, Master Chai. Yet from my perspective, a layman's though it may be, haste notwithstanding, thou hast gone to great lengths, abiding by proven methodology, to ensure the integrity of thy design. Aye, well, that's just the bare minimum that's expected of us at the Stoneworks. Though our glory days are behind us, I have not forgotten our time-honored traditions. Ah, but I should mention that the Exarch delivered the ore I asked for. Earthseed, I believe he called it. In that quantity, I believe we can fashion a suitable heart for the Talos. And then everything will be in readiness, or so I would like to say. Is there a problem? In a Talos of, well, any reasonable size, a single heart will serve to circulate ether throughout the chassis. But given the unprecedented proportions of that which we seek to build, I doubt that will be the case. By installing smaller peripheral hearts at intervals, I believe that we can maintain a stable ether flow, thereby solving the problem. However, we don't have enough ore for this purpose. Not for it, but to procure more, I suppose. Runar, mayhap now is a good time to bring them out. A moment, friends. There is something I would show you. I say, are these not heartstones? They are. The most prized possessions of we the Knights Blessed. And these belong to our kindred who have left us. Immersed in water imbued with fervent prayer, these stones harbor no small amount of magic. And we may imbue them with yet more prior to their installation on the Talos. What think you? Being from a different region, these cannot be used for the main heart. The peripheral ones, on the other hand, I believe they will serve. Excellent. When Master Matoya spoke to us of the role we are to play, the Heartstones immediately came to mind. Of course, before bringing them with me, I made certain to consult my fellows first. After all, the stones bear the precious lives of those who have gone to the Sunless Sea. But we have now beheld the Sunless Sea with our very own eyes, and by the gentle lights that glimmer on high, we know that there is peace beyond. Thus are we also at peace. If our Heartstones may serve to restore night to all the world, gladly do we give them. So, Master Chai, if you could instruct us how to distribute the Heartstones. And Foxy, for good luck, may I ask that you imbue one as well? Well, sure. It's not like Y'shtola to get sentimental like this. We should be honored, Foxy. Go on and do your imbuing. I'll see to it that the stones are put to good use. Full many have placed their hopes in our plan, both those who are here and those who could not be. We must not fail them. Yet again, that which was bequeathed by the departed paved the way for the living. You're thinking about Moonbrita when you say that. Or maybe Louis Soir. Rest assured it is not difficult. Simply raise your hand and focus as you would when attuning to an aetherite. Imbue the jade-colored stone here, if you would be so kind. The familiar-looking heartstone appears to glow faintly. Is it the one that we found in the jungle? That will do. Thank you, Foxy. If this heartstone appears familiar, it is because it belonged to Tadia. That's right. It bears the collective hope of the Knights Blessed, the hope that none shall ever again be sacrificed to sin-eaters. Right. I've identified the spots on the Talos where the stones are needed. See that they're amply imbued, then install them as I've indicated on this diagram. Understood. We will set about the task at once. When the Talos awakens and the way to Mount Gulg is secured, we shall sally forth. It promises to be a trying climb, so take what rest you can in the meantime. We will see you soon. A moment, Urianger. You said that you would have measures ready in the event that our friend fails to contain the light. Do you? Be assured that I do. All which I requireth lieth in this land. So, what's the plan exactly? To my deepest regret, I cannot reveal the plan to thee. In order for it to succeed, 'tis vital that thou remainest ignorant of its nature until the time is right. Yet, though I may thus keep my counsel, know that I have only thy safety at heart. So rest easy, my friend, and take such ease as thou mayest, the better to be ready for the trials to come. Well, I mean, it's hard to trust you, but I do. Y'shtola. Well, if Cat Mom is okay with it, then I suppose I am too. I'm told the rock for the chassis is more or less ready, all quarried and shaped and laid out. That just leaves the imbuers to do their work. I'll continue checking my calculations up until the very last moment, but it's only a matter of time now. We managed to rally nigh everyone in Norvrant for this endeavor. That's a remarkable feat in itself, but would it be enough? It will, my friend, it will. Let's take the Storm Blue die, why not? God, there's no point in worrying about such things now. I'll get back to my calculations. You, meanwhile, should go and rest as your friend suggested. My wife and the Exarch should be in the tavern. Why don't you join them? Oh, and Foxy. Ahem. Thank you. It's up to you to take this new life and do something with it. So far, so good, friend. Ah, well, Dulia's here. I don't see the Exarch, though. Is this a... It is. Well, okay, we'll take care of that in a moment. Greetings, traveler. I realize Amity is not the most well-known settlement, so feel free to ask any questions you might have. Oh. What do you do here? Oh, whatever's needed. Back in Yulmore, however, I used to work as a chef, right up until I made a dish which some free citizens deemed bland and uninspired. The next thing I knew, I was dumped outside with the scraps and left to rot. But I survived, and rumor of other survivors led me here to Amity. I may have slipped from the lap of luxury, but not compares to the freedom I feel now. No executioner's blade hanging over me every time I prepare a meal. What kind of place is this? Those who know their history say this was once a thriving center for trade between Yulmore and the dwarves, but that was over 100 years ago. Whatever ties survived the flood were later severed completely when Lord Vothry came into power, and Amity was abandoned by both sides. I'd be surprised if more than a handful of people below the ladder even know this town exists anymore, which you have to admit was a perfect situation for a collection of exiles and fugitives just looking to be left alone. Good point. Gotta say, I love that little poncho thing she's got going on. It's very similar to Alphino's from the beginning of Shadowbringers. Let's go ahead and pick up this quest. You didn't happen to see a lone girl over at Top Rung, did you? It was her turn to keep an eye on the ladder, but she's well past due to return. No? I wonder what could have... The two of us were once bonded citizens, you see, and we were not treated well. But even after fleeing here to Amity, it seems our experience in Yulmore has left my friend distrustful of most other folk. Nice giant mount, dude. I wouldn't be surprised to learn that she simply ran and hid when she saw you coming up the cliff. It wouldn't be the first time. I know it's a lot to ask, but do you think you could find her and calm her down? A soothing word from a stranger might go a long way towards rebuilding her confidence. Sure, I suppose. We'll make that the last thing we do in this episode. Let's go find her. No rest for the wicked, as it were. Where could you be? Where could you be? I saw some text. Maybe she's hiding over here. Oh yeah. Fearful fugitive. No, please, just let me go. Okay. Please, I did nothing wrong. The terrified girl seemed convinced that you're here to apprehend her. Do as Zumi Shai bid you and try a few soothing words. I saw you come up the ladder. You're a bounty hunter from Yulmore, aren't you? I'm not a bounty hunter. Oh, I just thought since I used to work as a servant to a husband and wife in Yulmore, the Lord would make all manner of suggestive comments, but I did my best to ignore or rebuff his advances. And then one day the lady accused me of tempting her husband. She pulled me aside and had me beaten near to death. That's why I ran from you. I was so certain she'd sent someone to drag me back. Forgive me. I didn't mean to cause you or Zumi any trouble. I'll head straight back and let her know I'm alright. That's a good lass. You're safe here. Alright. With that little distraction out of the way, let's head right on back. Hey, I found your friend, lady. Ah, you're back. Thank you for going out of your way to find my friend. It's a small step, but I'm glad she was able to talk to you. Here, a little something from the both of us to reward your kindness. An ether current. That's a lovely prize. Well, we've been told to take our rest, and I think that's what we're going to do. And we are going to have to continue in the next episode. We've gotten quite a bit done in this one, and I'd like to leave a lot of what's about to happen for the next one, because, ooh boy, it's a doozy. So, in the meantime, my name is Foxy Games, and I will see you in the next episode of Final Fantasy XIV Full Story Playthrough. Take care until then, everyone. Bye.